Good morning. Where do you turn when you are feeling weary? I mean, if you're physically exhausted, hopefully you set aside time to rest your body. Studies confirm that God's design for a good night's sleep does provide the time for our bodies to heal and rejuvenate, so we're refreshed for the next day. What if you're emotionally weary? Where do you turn? Well, hopefully to the Lord and His provisions for your strengthening and encouragement. I mean, it's true that when we're weak and weary, we are more prone to pleasure-producing sins that are not healthy or holy. So we need to be careful not to turn to the world, the flesh, and the devil for our relief. Instead, we turn to the Lord and His provisions. He helps us with His strengthening Spirit who lives within us. His Word refreshes us. It's why we read it and reflect on it. Other sincere believers encourage us as we fellowship with them. Worship, well, that inspires us to see beyond our present challenges, gives us a more focused perspective about the Lord and His goodness and His greatness and power. You know, even serving and giving can refresh us. Scriptures say it's more blessed to give than just to receive. So today, I invite you to reflect on your life and consider where you turn when you are feeling weary, discouraged, and tempted to turn to the enemy to get your needs met. After all, that's what David foolishly did, as we read in 1 Samuel 27. He took all those with him and departed Israel, the promised land, and went to Gath, a city of the Philistines. I mean, it was filled with pagan people, worshiping pagan gods, coming under the authority of a king who didn't follow Yahweh. Now, granted, David was already under the authority of unbelieving, disobedient King Saul. However, going to the land of their enemies, that wasn't God's will. It wasn't His provision. And David would have to learn, as we all do, not to do that. He would have to learn that the Lord was to be his refuge, the one he turned to in his times of need and weariness. The Lord would be the strength of his life. The Lord would be his rock, his stabilizing force when his world was under attack. So as we read in chapter 27, we can see how David at some point realized the error of his doubts and decisions, and he began to make things right and make his way back home. And God, who did not abandon him, would be with him. He would keep training him until it was time for him to be king. Saul would not win with David. So the lesson today, when you're feeling weary and you are tempted with doubts in your heart that would lead you away from the Lord and into disobedience, stop. Think of the Lord. Take moments and rehearse His promises. Turn your eyes upon Jesus.
Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in His wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace. Turn your eyes to the hillside where justice and mercy embrace. There the Son of God gave His life
Mornings with Pastor Jim. This podcast is a ministry of Family Church PC. For more information or to contact us, go to familychurchpc.com. Have a blessed day.